What's up, boys? Welcome back to a new Road to Rank 1, episode number 6. And today we're going to be playing against Kas, a solid 6.2, 6.3k Terran. Usually floats somewhere between 6k and probably on his best day 6.4, maybe 6.5 sometimes. But right now he's perfectly in the middle, 6,250 MMR. And even though yesterday we did play 1-1, won one game, lost one game, we lost MMR overall, so the rank 1 is rather far away at the moment, painfully so. But we'll try to crawl a little bit closer in this game versus Kas. Now we play on Ephemeron, which is a map that in my opinion is perfect for defensive play. There's good position for scouting pylons. You have a ramp leading up to your natural, which makes a lot of pushes easier to defend as well. It's a tight ramp, which makes it even easier, like 1 or 2 force fields there and bam, you're in heaven basically. So the perfect map for a good old robotics facility opener into Colossus. I've done a guide on that as well. I think I might have called it something like Crazy Colossi Opening. So if you want to have a look at that, feel free. Otherwise, stay here and I'll explain it once again. So we checked his gas timings. We saw that he is rather late with the gas, which means it's a barracks into gas. Will be a faster Reaper, a slower follow-up tag, unless he opens up with a Marine. So we'll keep our Adept at home, but if we don't see a Reaper, then we'll send our Adept across the map. Of course, we're gonna put a chrono boost on our Adept, the way I like it. And we're gonna semi-hide our robotics facility. Not really hiding, but hiding enough. Huh. We don't actually see a Reaper here, which is weird. So I'm starting to believe it might be a Marine opener. In that case, we want to spot that with our Adept Scout. We're gonna chrono boost the Stalker anyway, in case the Reaper just took a little bit of a detour. You can also, of course, stay a bit longer with your probes and check for the Marine, but in that case you need to hide your probe, because otherwise the Reaper might be able to find you. And I generally don't like doing that very much. Now we're gonna go up here. Yeah, it seems like it's a Marine first opener. 2 more Marines on the way, so he went into a reactor otherwise. This just means that whatever he's doing will hit a little bit faster. So mine drops, etc, etc will hit faster. It could also still be delayed Hellions, but kind of unlikely. Most of the time delayed Hellions come from a reactor first, and then they open 4 to 6 Marines into 2 Hellions. Oh, that's not good. That was unintentional, as one might have guessed. After I said, oh no, that's not good. So we lost a unit for free there, which sucks. We're gonna start dividing our observers along the map, basically. Making sure that we get proper vision of whatever it is our opponent throws at us. Could be a mine drop, could also be something like Cloak Banshee or a tank push. Dirty, dirty tank push. We're gonna, no matter what's gonna happen, we're gonna get a warp in if we aren't supply blocked. Oh, I don't want to get spotted. I don't want to get spotted. We did get spotted. Not ideal. Luckily we have a sentry just for this situation. We'll follow it up with another observer. And I guess a robotics bay. No. I'm gonna send some stalkers around to try and pick this bad boy up. He has a lot of units, eh? So, just for safety, I'm gonna, you know, just move on the map a little bit. See if we need to kite. Okay, well, we spotted a liberator, that's for sure. Not sure what he's doing with that liberator, but there we go. Get some kiting done. So basically what we're doing with this kiting is we're forcing him to move at the speed of his tank, because otherwise he's just gonna get damage again and again on his marines. So you see his tank is by far his slowest unit. No. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, and we lost our most prized possession, a disruptor as well. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. This is not how I imagined this game to go. I think we might have lost. Yeah, we're dead. Sad, we got tank pushed and we just died. Let's have a quick look at the replay. So, our defense was pretty bad, honestly. Our stalkers were out of position. I wanted to cut off reinforcements, but I should have, after kiting for so long, and I actually was pretty ready for everything, I should have just kind of surrounded him with my stalkers. Come from two angles. He tricked me here, and he tricked me real good. I'm gonna have to admit that. I was busy looking for it. I should have just been in the middle with these stalkers, so in case this happens, I would have been in position. Now that I saw this liberator move here, I should have recalled these stalkers. Should have kept kiting with these, and then I think I should have just either come from the back or go with everything at once. Like, if I actually had everything in proper position, I think I have another warp in soon. These three stalkers follow this one. Then it is, what? 8 marines plus 6, 14 marines, 1 tank, 3 mines versus, well, 2 zealots, 1 immortal, a sentry. This sentry could have been there with guardian shield. 5 stalkers and 1 more warp in, so 8 stalkers versus that. I should have been completely fine, I think. But now I wasn't, and yeah, I lost the game. Tough luck. It's gonna cost us a lot of MMR. Let's see what happens in the next one, boys. Minus 40. Jeez. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little Zerg. Bit higher MMR, which means if we lose, hopefully we lose less points. But of course, if we win, we also get more points. So, truly a win-win. Except that our opponent also is better, because, you know, higher MMR and all that. Now we're gonna send out a scout after our gateway. Or we could go for a no scout. Get some extra money. You know what? Let's play a no scout. Gas first. So we increase our gas production slightly. If you don't play gas first, you have slight oversaturation on the minerals, usually. So gas first, make sure that you don't have any oversaturation. You can get a lot of extra gas in that way, and most of the time you can even start your warp gate and your stargate at a very similar time, which has the potential to confuse the Zerg player with his small brain. Now we're playing against the barcode, so not quite sure who it is, of course, but most likely a pretty decent player. The way he said good luck, have fun with the comma makes me believe it's Stephano. So, something to keep in mind. There's some things that certain players do that really sets them apart from others. That can be playstyle wise, or, you know, just saying good luck, have fun in a certain way. Stephano has two big tells. The first tell is his good luck have fun, always has a comma in between. And his queen always moves very far forward to meet your scouting adept. It will be somewhere like over here. No other Zerg in the world does that, except Stephano. Which I always thought was odd, because I always kind of thought that was a good thing to do, you know? Why not meet the adept as early as possible? So, very fast warp gate, you see that? Way before we even start our stalker. Usually you have to get warp gate after you start your stalker, if you do scout. But here, because you have that extra gas, you don't have to do that. No. Of course we haven't seen anything, that's the disadvantage of not scouting. But we knew that was gonna happen. Now we're gonna meet his queen. If it's over here, yep, there we go, this is Stephano. Yeah, 2 out of 2 boys. It's both the check marks. Now, something you can do to trick your opponent is that in general, I try to have all my builds look very similar. So I just show an adept and a stalker, a gateway at a similar timing, etc, etc. So what we can do is we can save up 2 oracles here. And hopefully this will force him to build some units. Because he might think that, hey, like, this is weird. This looks a lot like a DT drop, or it looks like a robo opener. Against those you need units. If he doesn't have units, he just dies. Which, you know, that's good. So it's kind of a trick. So by not sending out these oracles, we're denying ourselves some scouting information, but we're denying him very important information on what to do exactly. It's like, hey, like, what am I supposed to do here? You know, like, what is this? So we do take a 3rd base. And if he doesn't spot our oracles... Okay, he does spot our oracles. That's kind of cute by him. He might have already built some extra links though. So that could be something that we might have forced with this move. Oh, and delayed spores. Which doesn't cost him a lot in this case. I think his queens are moving slightly out of position. Yes. Get some hits off. It's a little bit scary, but in the end it's okay. I think we're walking into a minor supply block here. I wish I wouldn't, because I really want to be chrono boosting my workers. So we move in here, we can scout with our sentries. We get very fast gases on our base, and we're just gonna spot for his attack and for his 4th base right now. So we see very quick lurker then. Ay, 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 Mr. Stephano. So, quick lurker then. Now, there's a couple of things we can do against this, but personally, I wouldn't mind trying to try to punish him for this. And there's a couple of ways we can do that. And there's a very good way, I know, actually. We go into 10 gates, we get 2 prisms. We stop immortal production. You're like, hey, that's weird. Usually you think, against lurkers, you want a lot of immortals, right? Yeah, usually you would, but we're planning on hitting before he gets 10 range. And we're not hitting with storm. So, really all we're gonna be doing is just kind of moving into our opponent. Sounds very Protoss-like. Many people will enjoy it. Usually Protoss things Protoss players are people that just enjoy, you know, life in general, and I'll try to make sure we will enjoy this game as well. As we setting up our, just really our infrastructure, our extra bases. We get an extra base. I knew this was gonna happen as well. This is less good for me. I thought we might have been able to stop that. You have a lot of freaking zealots, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to be enough. I think it might just be. I think it might just be, boys. GG. Yeah, see? Punishing play. Very fast lurker. Very difficult to defend with. His worker count was slightly too high as well, I think. What was that? 72 is a decent worker count. But we were very tight with our build order. Killed 2 workers in the early game, which is more than I usually expect. See? We macroed this very well, and he was a bit too greedy. Straight into hive, straight up to 8 gas. So a lot is invested into all those extra buildings. Infestation pit, lurker den, double evo chamber, roach warren, 8 gases, and yeah. In that case he just kinda dies. Beautiful. Well done by us. Alright. 1 game won, 1 game lost. Sounds like another successful episode of Road to Rank 1, even though we might have lost about 20 MMR at the end. Soonish we should be able to actually join the Grandmaster League, and it will be easier to track our progress, as we haven't quite hit the game requirement yet in the past 3 weeks. So I'm gonna try doing that in the next couple of days. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if there's something else you want to see. If you love this series, feel free to tell me as well. And I'll see you boys next time. Bye bye.